It was a family holiday that would alter the course of Andy Bryant's life forever.
All I remember is leaving the driveway of this place, and then the next thing I remember is waking up in hospital like 24 hours later.
His fourth serious head injury from a freak cycling accident.
It could be so much worse. Any of those incidents could have been so much worse. The first one I think was a rabbit jumping out in front of me. Another one was a kangaroo jumping out in front of me at like speed. This one, I think the drink bottle jumped out and jammed in the front wheel. These are like random accidents, and someone found me on the side of the road. And so when stuff like that happens, you're like, you know what? Maybe it's time to stop.
Not easy for Andy, who lived to compete. As a teen, he was Andy the runner, racing at a national level, until persistent injuries stopped him in his tracks. So he became Andy the cyclist, riding 20 hours a week to reach the top again.
Everyone just knew Andy the runner. Oh, he's the guy that runs, or Andy the cyclist. So suddenly you're like faced with this, what's my identity?
Lost, looking for a purpose, it took a moment of serendipity for the practicing podiatrist to find his feet.
Just for some reason, I still don't know, but I remember going to this class, 6 o'clock at yoga class, just locally. No idea why I signed up or what led me to it. And so I went to that class and just was like, wow, this is something totally different from running and cycling to this yoga practice, which wasn't competitive, it wasn't measured, it was like holistic. My mind was quiet. I wasn't calculating how far I'd gone or anything like this. So I did that intensely for a year, and I noticed my feet getting stronger.
After relying on orthotics for 20 years, Andy soon realised strength, not support, was what his feet needed.
Like all these little light bulb moments along the way, when I was just doing all this self-research, using my body as research project 101, and I still do, I think, and then implementing in the clinic slowly but surely, to the point now where it's pretty much all I do. Like, I don't apply old style podiatry at all, really.
Instead, getting back to basics. He calls it natural podiatry.
Basically mobility, strength and conditioning of the foot and body to change loads as opposed to using footwear and orthotics.
Empowering people to reclaim their own health independence. His main prescription now, education.
I used to feel really responsible. If someone paid me money for an orthotic, then they expected their foot to get better. And I think that's almost a bit of a lazy attitude, and it's not the one that I align with, So I'd rather someone come to me and I educate them about how to look after themselves better. They put that into practice, and I then act as a resource for them on that journey. I'm looking after a basketballer at the moment. He's doing like 8 to 10 hours of rehab a day, and he's seeing amazing results because he's putting the work in. And then there's like the mum who's doing an hour every night and changing habitual stuff in her lifestyle, and she's seeing results because of it.
Now on a mission to spread the word, he set up the Natural Podiatry Society with the Foot Collective to create a curriculum to help other health professionals take their first steps towards a new way of practicing.
People avoid a podiatrist because they think they're going to get orthotics, so I want people to have a choice and know when they see that shingle that says natural podiatry that what it means, and that it's a different choice.
A choice to regain movement freedom that's right at their feet.